this is the Hoof GP. And today we're looking at this big bull. You might not look it, but he's in a serious amount of pain
because of some seriously overgrown back feet.
I don't think he's a happy chappy. This is the Hoof GP. Now that's a weapon of a bull. A beast. It's not very nice either. Well, I'm sure once you get to know him, obviously it's fine. Just look at how crossed over and crooked these feet are.
Believe it or not, this bull gets his feet trimmed 2 or 3 times a year, every year. But he has still ended up with some overgrown, gnarly and twisted feet. But add into that a hidden surprise in his back right feet, and you've got a recipe for disaster. It's not that his feet aren't well kept, it's just the fact that the climate here in southwest Scotland is so damp and the hoof horn doesn't get a chance to dry out and shed away as it naturally would.
The worry is that this crack leads to something untoward lurking beneath. Is that causing him problems, or is it just the overgrowth? On this foot, it's just the overgrowth. So if we flash up the before from this angle and compare them side by side, that's a bit of a difference. But when you look from here, there's far more of a difference, isn't there? His feet aren't overlapping or crisscrossed anymore, and they've been nice and flat on the ground. Next foot, look at his toe sticking up there. That's not good. Just look at all that overgrowth. So this is much more extreme. If we crisscross them this way around, you can see the difference in height is extreme. And he's also got a problem up in between his feet. Let's fix it. I'm using the knife because the access to the point of this foot's quite difficult, so if I make a bit more space for myself using the knife, then I can use the grinder to do the hard work.
It might look as though I'm struggling to force the knife through the hoof horn, and that's because I am. This hoof horn is designed to take the weight and the abuse from the bull above it, so it is extremely tough and durable, hence my struggle.
Just look at the extent of that overgrowth. This is pith, and it's where the hoof horn naturally dries out and sheds away, so it's a really good marker post to let us know that we can go a little bit further.
There's actually a whole method of hoof trimming designed around this pith. Pith, spelled P-I-T-H. That method is called Kansas style, and it was developed in Kansas by Dr. Lad Seibert around 20 years ago. He's still trimming today, and he's doing a fantastic job. I prefer the Dutch method because that's how I was trained. Both styles get the job done, and actually, sometimes I incorporate parts of the Kansas style into my Dutch hoof trimming routine.
I'm not gonna lie, it's exhausting trimming feet like this. They're so hard and there's so much to take off. He's got a tyloma in here, and he's got dermatitis on it right now. So together with this overgrowth and that nippy big growth that is a tyloma in there, no wonder he was uncomfortable. Oh. So we're just gonna take more of the axial wall out, which is this inside wall, to give that tyloma, the growth, a bit of squish space. We all need a bit of squish space. Take away this raggedy horn that he doesn't need anyway. He's got more space in there now. So if we just pop up a picture of the before, and now look at the after compared to it, there's a massive difference. If we look side on, His feet aren't crisscrossed over now. His toe is not sticking up in the air anymore, and he's got nice flat surfaces which are level, so they're going to strike the ground true and firm, and he should be much more comfortable. Anyway, we're just going to treat that with a little bit of Repiderm to get rid of the dermatitis that's on the growth. We won't cut it away. Some vets would, and that would be awesome, but I'm not a vet, so we're not going to do that. We're going to treat it with Repiderm and move on to his front feet. His front feet aren't all that interesting, but they do need a little tickle of the grinder. So just watch, chill, sip your cup of coffee, and listen to this track. It's one of my favourites.
We could run away. You and me together, baby, we don't gotta stay. Let's lose our minds. We could go crazy and leave it all behind. It could be glorious, 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 glorious. It could be glorious, 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 glorious.
And yes, I know I'm not wearing goggles, and I should be. Kids, don't be like the stupid Hoof GP. Wear eye protection. I usually do, and I don't really have an excuse for not wearing it right now. Anyway, we're going to drop his back foot and let him out to see how he walks. You guys didn't see him walking before, and probably he's actually not walking that much better right now, but just consider that big growth in between his feet with the dermatitis on it. Look how neat those back feet look. And just like that, he's way back to his ladies with his feet looking much neater than they did 5 or 6 or 7 minutes ago. Guys, this has been the Hoof GP. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you've subscribed, and I'll catch you on the next one. Ciao for now!